truck. Turn
Ready
on.
to roll.
You ready to rock, Miss Sky? We're at the container terminal. Again, we're in a Volvo this time.
Let's go.
Rather enthusiastic Skynet today.
Okay, let's find a new route.
Let's do that, Skynet. Let's find a new route, as you call it.
This is where it ends.
Hello, I am Simulator Dirk, and welcome back to Japan. Welcome back to Japan Truck Simulator. Yes, I know I had a bit of a Suki Laga at the end of the last episode. Yes, I know, but I am back. We are in our Scania today. Where are we going? That is a good question. We are going to Kanzawa, to the container port. We have 9 tons of truck rims on board. We're expected late Friday afternoon, Friday evening. It's now Thursday. 37 hours remaining. Next rest stop in just under 8 hours. But then again, being Project Japan, being Japan Truck Simulator, I dare say that there'll be a ferry ride involved. So let's get rid of those mirrors. Let's get rid of that for a moment. And have a look at our truck. There it is. Now, quite a lot. Whoops.
Okay, here we go.
Alright, here we go. We're just getting everything sorted. Okay, let's start the truck. Now, navigator as usual, Skynet, good morning. Good afternoon, it is morning. It is Thursday at 10:12. 17 hours ahead of us. And as usual, they haven't made it easy for us to get out of the truck bay. I don't think all those trailers should be there, quite frankly. But let's see how we go. Now, I did have a Suki Lala at the end of the last episode, and I said I was done with the big trucks. So I've been looking at that situation and trying to figure out what the hell am I going to do. I want a smaller truck. You know, we're in Japan. Are you dead set kidding me? How am I supposed to get out of this place? Alright, you don't need to see me spend 5 hours trying to reverse a truck. I thought that's the only way out. Actually, this is starting to be my best reversing job ever. Don't hit the... It's one thing with these yards, and I find it too on the American maps and the European maps, it's not always obvious how the hell you get out. And you think, oh, I can't possibly get past that. It's probably past the... You got to squeeze yourself in between these trailers, I reckon. Then you'll be able to get out. An absolute nightmare to try and get out of a place like this. Now, how are we supposed to get out? Really? So you can't get out that way. How do you get out? How do you get out? This is crap. Oh, this is precision. How the hell do you get out though? Is this a gate? Oh, it's a gate. Alright, let's get back in the cab. Oh, the gates make it so hard, because sometimes you can't, unless you get really close to them. And that's where a walk around mode would be so good. You can, thank you, Skynet. So let's get on the road and let's get back to some trucking. We're back in Project Japan World. I was a little bit worried actually, because there has been a minor update to the base game, which is Euro Truck Simulator 2.
Get ready to turn right.
There's been an update for that, and always, because this is a map mod, there's always an issue potentially with the mod breaking when there's a new version updated. And of course, the company behind it, SES Software, in this particular instance, isn't going to necessarily give a heads up to the mod developers and say, hey, guess what, guys, we've got a new version coming out. You know, they won't do it specifically for them. You know, they might hint at it for the general public, and then they think, okay, so what's going to break? What's going to break in this new version? And sometimes they don't necessarily get to find that out until they actually get to download the new version themselves. And then they have to try and figure out what's actually been worked on and what hasn't. So,
Go straight on.
thank you, Skynet. So yeah, it's always
Left, and then exit left. Exit left.
Come on, computer, stop running like a potato. Now, you mean this left, Skynet? Yeah, sometimes it's hard to tell. Okay. Yeah, so sometimes they don't have much of an idea what's going to break, if they need to update the version at all. It could be something very minor that they've added to the base. So this time we've got lucky. There is a new version coming, a new update coming out soon to Euro Truck Sim 1.4.0. But I have read today, end of January as I'm recording this, that there's a series of updates coming and possibly a new version for Project Japan, which is what you're seeing in front of you now. This is by Project Japan. Ooh. Enter. There we go. So we've just entered a tolled section. There's the police. So apparently there's a new version, apart from updates, there's a new version of Project Japan coming up where they're going to make some modifications to the scale and a whole heap of new features coming up. So of course I'll be keeping my eye on that. Sometimes it's a case of, oh well, I'll keep playing this until it doesn't work anymore, and then when it doesn't work anymore, well then I'll go and find the new version and download that. And I was actually expecting to have to do that today with the update to the base Euro Truck Sim. I was expecting to have to do that today, but no, I haven't had to update anything today in relation to the Project Japan base map that I'm driving on now. So that has been good. Now, I did note that at the end of the last episode, I did have a Sukilala and say that I'm done with the big trucks on the small Japanese maps. I'm done. But I've been doing some research and I've been trying to find smaller trucks. Now, I did record about 20 minutes, but I wasn't happy, so I deleted it. I actually found the Scania workshop, sorry, the Scania dealer, where you can go and buy trucks. Now, in Euro Truck, Japan Truck and American Truck, I really haven't bothered about buying trucks before. I've just gone onto the quick job market and just driven whatever truck needs to be driven. Small police. Must learn the Japanese word for police and surprise you all and myself. but I've been wanting to find smaller trucks. So I thought, sweet, I'll find, first of all I had to find the dealership. So I went online and I found out what cities the dealerships were in, and I started in that particular city. Now you just can't walk up to the dealership. There is an online, a quote unquote online dealership that you can go to, but you actually have to go to the actual dealership to be able to unlock a lot more. So I thought, sweet, I found the Scania one. I'm driving a Scania now, and I thought, sweet, I'll be able to go and download a new truck. That'll be awesome, and hopefully one that I can put a small box on the back, and not be a semi-trailer, but be something a little bit smaller, sort of like that truck that just passed by there with the white box on the back, something like that. So I thought, can I do that? No. Borrowed some money from the simulated bank. Oh, there's a nice looking bus. And I thought, sweet, that'll do the job. I'll have the option of downloading, I'll be able to get a new truck with a, oi, jeez, that just glitched all of a sudden. That's not looking good. Don't know what happened there, although that's happened to me in an American truck too, where I've just glitched going through a tunnel and came out with all sorts of damage. Thankfully it's not my truck, but that's not the point. So I thought, go to the Scania dealership, buy a smaller truck. Sweet, I'll be able to continue on. No. The only truck that I could basically afford with the loan that I got was basically the truck the size I'm driving now. So I thought, no, I'll keep driving. Then I was exploring various pages on the internet, trying to find some mods, trying to find the actual smaller truck that I wanted. And I found one. It is a Scania, but it's basically two axles, one at the back, one at the front, with the box on the back, and that's all that I pretty much want. So I thought, sweet, download the mod, go into the mod manager, be able to go to the dealership now that I've unlocked it, and I'll be able to,
and then turn left.
Thanks Skynet. So I thought, yeah, I'll be able to download that, run that, install that, and it will be all sweet. But no, even for a mod, I can afford it. It's 4 million yen. I've got 12 million yen in the bank, which isn't as much as it sounds. In fact, I've got 12,280,444 yen at the moment. Which isn't a lot, really. It's a lot less than you think. Especially when you say million yen, you think, oh, that's heaps, but it's not. I'll let the car in. So I thought, sweet, I'll be able to start with a smaller truck. No, I can't unlock the mod that I downloaded. I can't unlock it until I get to level 5. I'm only level 1. So I need to do a lot of driving before I can get to level 5 and unlock the mod truck that I downloaded. So guess who's going to be driving in Japan for a while with a big truck, even though he didn't want to? Even my previous profile that I had That was level 2 on Japan, but I had to start again when I had to download the new version. So that sucked. If I was using my base, I'd be able to do it, but it's not compatible. My base profile isn't compatible, I don't think, with this. So I just have to keep driving and just go through the levels. So I think I'll be here for a while. I'm actually on holidays from my place of employment at the moment. You know, even a smaller truck like the one in front wouldn't be too bad.
Left, and then exit left.
You know, it wouldn't be as bad.
Exit left.
And that's one of the things that I think about games like this. I think, okay, do I want to keep playing it? Yes, I do. Do I want to drive a range of trucks? Yes, I do. Do I want to drive a range of locations? Yes, I do. How long is it going to take me to get from level 1, where I am now, to level 5? And then be able to, hopefully still be able to afford said truck, because it is a loan. But how long am I going to have to keep driving for to get to level 5? That is the question. And, you know, I'm normally, like, I've got an open opinion to mods. Mods can really help extend the gameplay experience much more than the base game. I wouldn't have even played GTA, Grand Theft Auto, without mods. I wouldn't have even bothered. And now I'm going to be playing here until I can reach level 5 and get access to my modded truck. You know, I might be able to find another one in the meantime, but I've unlocked the Scania dealer. I've unlocked this. I've unlocked the Scania dealer. So if I download, say, a Mercedes, for instance, does that mean that I wouldn't be able to actually download it until, or sorry, not download it, be able to drive it until I unlock the Mercedes deal, wherever that is? That's an interesting question.
Keep left, and then turn left.
Engine malfunction, visit.
left.
Oh no. And I suppose I'm nowhere near a repair shop either, I'm guessing. Engine malfunction, that's because of the damage that was done. Because of the damage that was done earlier, I'm guessing. You know, I've still got 14 hours ahead of me. Now, some of that's probably going to be ferry time. I think I was on the wrong side of the road for a minute there. But that's the annoying thing, you know, because of a glitch, I've now got engine damage. And go. You know, getting in and out of those toll booths, because they're smaller, they're not fun to get in and out of. They're not easy. It sort of reminds me when I was playing what I'm calling, for channel work purposes, simulated work purposes, London Bus Simulator, OMSI, which is a bus simulator that dates from 2013, and at the end of 2020 they released, or some developers released, a London map, whereas OMSI's been predominantly German based. So you've got the base platform is something created in 2013, and there's been a lot of changes in hardware and that sort of stuff since 2013. But because it's still basically a 32-bit program underneath, doesn't matter how good the new 2020 map that you put on is, you still got some restrictions based on the 2013 hardware. Now, American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator, which is what the Project Japan map is based on, also dates from a similar period, but they've done a massive amount of development, you know, over the years to keep pace with current computers and that sort of thing, and to make sure that, you know, the computers, that you don't necessarily have to go out and get a massive computer upgrade just because Euro Truck updates from version 1.39 to 1.40. Whereas on my computer, you know, it's a few years old now. Engine malfunction, yep. I'm going to have to watch out for a service centre, etc. If it gets that bad, I'll just get towed to the nearest service centre anyway, so we'll just keep going on the route. But when it comes down to it, I can run things like Grand Theft Auto, which is intense on the hardware. I can run things like Wreckfest on Wreckfest Wednesdays, and that's intense. And yet, because something from 2013 isn't optimized, or is still running 32-bit when everything else is 64-bit,
And then exit left.
well then it's not going to be as good.
Left.
You'd think that something running on a 2013 platform would run better with a computer from, oh, when did I buy this? 2017, I think. Inoshima. Alrighty. Oh, done it again. And I can't afford damage every time I go through a toll booth. Oh, look at the ferry.
Get ready to turn right.
We're going on a ferry, Skynet. I know you shouldn't be surprised. It is Japan after all.
Turn right.
Alrighty, let's have a look. Where are we going? Ah, we got a huge choice in the end. 13 hours and 20 minutes on the ferry. Inoshima to Kanzawa. Let's go.
Recomputing.
She never used to say recomputing. They must have had an upgrade. Sky must have had an update herself. So we're on the ferry. And of course I should point out that Skynet is a part of the base Euro truck. We want to turn our lights on now. It is almost 10 to 4 on Friday. We're 4 kilometres away, so you do the ferry trip, and then you're almost there. We had to do a little bit of driving to get to the ferry. Sometimes you do a little bit of driving to get to the ferry, then you go on the ferry ride, then you got a long way to go to the destination, or it's the other way around. So, yeah, I get a little bit geographically challenged sometimes when I get off the ferries. Ah, stupid engine malfunction again. Now going to the
Get
circle.
ready to turn left.
Now, I'm not that far away. I'm only 2 kilometres away, so I'm going to make
Turn
it.
left.
Thank you, Skynet.
Get ready to turn right.
Rightio, broken down truck.
Turn right.
You can even, I was having a look on some mod websites Euro Truck, and you can actually download cars and just drive cars around and buses around if you want to. I'm not sure what level you'd have to get to, if any, just to drive around. Oh, that's some good advertising. Get rid of these mirrors quickly. That's smart. That's well done. Yeah, I'm going.
Get ready to turn right.
Oh, what's on the left that I need to discover? What's that? Oh, it's a job. That's a recruitment agency. Oh, I didn't have to actually drive in there. That's good. So we're almost there.
Turn right and then turn left.
Turn right. Then turn left.
You have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
Thank you, Skynet. I'm almost level 2 now. So 223 kilometers, 18 hours and 1 minute. Still level 1. Almost level 2. Alright, so where are we? We're in... No, we're not that far. Just trying to get our next job. Three tons of used plastics. That shouldn't be very big at all. So we'll take that job, we'll have a look at our truck, and then we will conclude the episode and we will show you what we're going to be driving next, and then continue on our next episode. So we'll get through onto level 2 on this job, probably up to 2.5. It's probably going to be about 4 episodes or so before I get to level 5, which is fine. Let's have a look at our truck briefly. Whoops, get rid of that. Have a look at our truck, see if we can work out the way out. Oh, it's a very small load, which suits me just fine, just frankly.
Time to hit the road.
Well, we'll hit the road on the next episode. I've been Simulator Deck. You've been wonderful. Thank you very much for watching. Don't know what I think about that horn, but I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Stay safe out there, and sayonara. Bye now.